Hey everyone, Jim T with RCGroups.com, bringing you the RC radio control news of the week I have an email blast that went out a day or so ago, and then we're looking at a feature article that is now live on the site, and soon there'll be this video. I'm on the Brave browser. Let's jump right in. We're going to start out with E-flite. They have the Conscendo 2.0. I hope I'm saying that right. And if we click on I'm sure I am. On the article, this is a scaled up version of the popular UMX and Conscendo Evolution 1.5 models. So I put I always assume the guy in the picture is the designer or the primary designer. So we have him in the photo with it. It's pretty dang big. Lots of good information that you can check out. And, this is a Jason Merkel post. So Jason loads the front end with all the intel, and then he follows up with a video, which we should be able to watch. Let's go take a look. I do love, let me turn this down a little bit. Very cool, very big. It looks like something you could hit the motor and get way up in the sky and chop the motor back and then just glide, catch thermals, and do all the fun stuff. And, does it have lights? I guess it has lights. Is that for real? I'd hate to say it does when it doesn't. The LED night light set sold separately. Okay. And that's just as cool. If you've ever or never seen an RC plane with lights, as soon as you see it, the only thing you can think about is how you're going to have your own airplane that can light up at night. So cool. And it's brought to you by Horizon, so you know it's a great airframe, great design. And one other cool thing, I'm going to tell you that if you're into Horizon airplanes, you generally can find the setup for your transmitter and then just drop that into your file set on your transmitter. And that way you'll have everything set up from the get-go the way the guy who designed the plane likes it, which is great. Well, here's something I did with Mike from Robart, who came down to see me in Nashville not too long ago. This is about Robart couplers, and you know what? When we get out of here, I'm going to show you just a quick little view of another video that'll be out in the next set of news. But we're doing all these how-tos on air couplers for giant scale planes, what you need, why you need them, and just how to use them, I guess, in a proper manner. So it's just a how-to, just a way for you to learn a little bit more about the hobby and things that are available to you from Mike at Robart and Zap Glue. CNHL has the LiHV series. Now, they wrote me an email and they said, hey, we want to sneak peek these batteries. And I'm not a huge fan of sneak peeking because I feel like when I see something and I like it, I want to go buy it. But they wanted us to let everyone know in advance about this battery. Let's see. The Lightning series is CNHL's new performance-oriented battery family built around LiHV, lithium high voltage chemistry, where standard LiPo cell charges to 4.20 per cell. I'm sure there's a special way to say this. The LiHV cell is designed for a higher ceiling of 4.35, so you get a sharper response, stronger punch, and more consistent output. That's all CNHL does. They've been working with me a long time, so definitely go and check them out. Of course, I have all the information and links here in this feature article, which will be linked down below. You can go look at it. And now we'll jump back and see what's next on our news. This was pretty fresh when I posted this. It's the easiest way to connect your Spectrum radio to the simulator. And it is the WS3000T wireless simulator USB dongle. Lets you connect the DSMX DSM2 equipped Spectrum transmitter to your PC. So as we all know, things like this get new, and when they do, they They get new. New iterations of dongles allow you to work with newer software, newer transmitters, and sometimes even broadcast farther, which is always a hope of mine. What it does, it wirelessly connects any Spectrum DSMX or DSM2 equipped transmitter to your PC, Android, tablet, mobile device. Plug it into the USB port on your computer or USB-A port on your Android device, and your radio connects automatically. No additional hardware needed. Compatible with, and then it talks about all the different things you can use it with and more. And then, oh, it's a pre-order right there. So you can pre-order it this day and time. Pre-orders are the way to go. Just make sure you do it if you really want it. The Flite Test FTEZ J9er, I pulled this up just because I thought it looked cool. And there it is. It's blank. It's a canvas that you can put whatever you want on it. Very simple to very whatever, camouflage, whatever you can think of. Travis was the designer on this one. And, you know, Flite Test is out there talking to a whole segment of the hobby that is so important, these new pilots, but also it's a very simple plane that you can put together and fly out in the field and have no worries. AMA, what does NATS actually mean? I could click on this and tell you, but I don't think I will. I have been using the term NATS for 20 years, and I don't think I actually knew what it meant. I thought I knew what it meant, but I didn't. So you'll have to click the link and go find out. Hey to everyone at the AMA, we appreciate you. Plantraco, Carbon Butterfly. I was just on an email with you, Plantraco. It's the most unique airplane you'll ever own. So go and check it out. It's little. It's kind of a blast from the past, while at the same time being remarkably small and light and very cool. So say hey, tell them that Jim T sent you. AJ Aircraft 68-inch extra 330SX, photos and more. I saw this on the site and I got permission to use the photos. And so it's a build of this AJ Aircraft plane. And you kind of get a little tour of the whole thing, which is important if you're like, I think I want to buy this. It's always great if you can go take a look, and we have a video. Let's check it out. You may not remember this, but in the earliest days of 3D, I was a proponent of 3D. 3D was going to bring the hobby down way back in the day. Now it's just another aspect. How to solder your Deans Ultra Plug, the official guide from WS Deans. This is the original plug, and I know I was around when it was out, when it came out. This is what we sold at Hobby Lobby International, not the craft store, but the store that brought you foamy airplanes and a lot of other cool airplanes. The original electric RC shop, no longer with us in its original format, the Hobby Lobby. But I still see the folks sometimes. We go and eat lunch. But we sold Deans, I used Deans, and most of all, we trusted Deans. And so this is all the information you need, step by step. And once again, a how-to for those who are new to the hobby or those who need a refresher. And then this is pretty cool. It's from High Tech. Hey to the whole crew at High Tech. This is an interview with Jay Halsey, and it's kind of a retro series on RC cars. And well, let's read what I've got here. There are people in the hobby who are legends, and in the truest sense, not because they have a sponsor deal or posted on a YouTube video, but because they were there when the sport was being invented. And that's what Jay Hawley is. And so Mike Mayberry, another icon of the hobby, sits down and talk about 50 years of RC electronics, servos, and High Tech. So go check it out. And then this is a blast from the past. Why? I did the article on the Ultra Plug, and I thought, you know what we need? We need to talk about soldering. And it's something I do almost every week, probably more than once a week. I'm soldering something. And so this is just an overview of what you need, what you actually need to be a successful soldering person. It's not as easy as it seems. I know if you've been doing it for 100 years, it's like muscle memory. It's like riding a bicycle. But if you're new to soldering, there are certain things you need to be aware of. And so I tried to make sure, utilizing some of Matt Gunn's information, that we go over that and just give you ways to win when you're soldering, because this could stop you in your tracks if you didn't have great ways of soldering. And there it all is. And that's the end. Now, with all that said, let's jump up to RCGroups. We're going to click the main logo once again on our Brave browser. And then I'm going to click on this first circle, All RC. And that's going to bring up, like, I have a whole nother how-to on some quick releases for Robart. We have a new release from a Super Decathlon from Horizon Hobby. I just did a whole new RC car and truck news release. This is where I go through and talk about everything new in the RC car and truck world. And as we accumulate more information, then I'll create another news blast. And that's where we get it. I want to say thank you to all our sponsors who support the hobby and allow us to keep this site going since 1996. I went on and just verified, is RCGroups the most active RC forum on the internet? And I wanted to make sure when I said that that was for real. And the answer is yes, it is. So thanks to everyone out there that's on the site. Thanks to all the sponsors. I appreciate you. And if you have something to talk about, shoot me a PM on the site and I'll go check it out. All right, everyone, RCGroups, RC News of the Week. I'm Jim T. Bye.